They say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But what happens when they are the exact same person for 70 years? At 89 years old, I finally looked at the wreckage of my life and realized the hand I was holding was the same one pushing me down. His name was Samuel. We met when we were boys, barefoot, running through dust roads with nothing but dreams and hunger in our stomachs. He was the first person I ever called brother. We shared everything: food, secrets, fears, even silence. People used to say, if you see one, you'll see the other. And I believed that. God help me, I believed that with my whole heart. But there's something they don't tell you about betrayal. It doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the people who know exactly where to cut. The first time he betrayed me, I didn't even recognize it. We were in our 20s, trying to build something for ourselves, a small business, nothing big, but it was ours. At least, I thought it was. Money started disappearing, small at first, then more. I asked him, "Samuel, do you know anything about this?" And he looked me in the eye and smiled. "Why would I do that to you?" And I believed him. I always believed him. That was my first mistake. The business collapsed, we lost everything, and he stood beside me, patting my back, telling me we would recover, all while he already had. Years passed, and somehow I stayed. I stayed loyal to a man who was quietly destroying me. Then came the worst part, the thing that took everything. I was accused of a crime, fraud, money I had never seen, accounts I didn't even know existed. Everything pointed to me. I remember sitting in that cold room, staring at papers that had my name on them, but not my doing. And the only person who had access to all of it was Samuel. I went to him. "Tell me the truth," I said. "Please, just tell me the truth." And again, he looked at me and he smiled. "I'm here for you," he said. "I'll help you through this." That was the moment I should have known, but I didn't. Because when you love someone like a brother, you don't see the knife, even when it's already inside you. I was sentenced 10 years. 10 years for a life I didn't live. And do you know what hurts the most? He visited me regularly. He would sit across from me, ask me how I was doing, bring me food, talk about the outside world. And every time he would place his hand on mine and say, "Stay strong. Stay strong." The same man who put me there. I remember one night, in that cell, staring at the ceiling and asking myself, how did my life become this? And the answer was simple: trust. Blind, foolish, loyal trust. When I finally got out, I had nothing. No business, no reputation, no life waiting for me. Just years stolen. And Samuel, he had everything. House, money, respect. Built on my ruin. I went to see him one last time. Not for revenge, not for anger, for truth. I stood in front of him, older, broken, empty, and I asked him, why? And for the first time in 70 years, he didn't smile. He looked away. You trusted me too much, he said. That was it. No apology, no regret, just that. And in that moment, something inside me finally woke up. I saw him clearly, not my brother, not my friend, but the man who had been feeding on my trust, my loyalty, my silence for his entire life. And suddenly, I wasn't angry anymore. I was free, because I understood something, too late, but still in time. Not everyone who walks beside you is walking with you. Some are walking beside you to learn your steps, so they can trip you when it matters most. At 89, I don't have much left, but I have clarity. And if you're listening to me now, look carefully.
Everyone who calls you friend deserves the title. Because sometimes the greatest enemy you will ever face is the one who knows your name, your story, and your trust better than anyone else. And by the time you realize it, they may have already taken everything.